I'm saying, exactly. Please don't kick these guys off the stream. I'd love to keep seeing this go.
Yeah. There is a chance that it could actually be. No. Oh, it's actually bracket. Okay. It is
okay. Now, funny enough, the last set I saw Will versus a Snake was against Ally at Petopia not too long ago, and he actually ended up taking Ally all the way to Game 3 last hit, if I remember correctly. So,
Snake versus Donkey Kong is one of those matchups. It's almost a classic. There's a lot of different options that both characters have against each other. Donkey Kong has the higher mobility. Both of them live really long, but have the options to kill each other earlier than the others used to being killed. Great traps by MVD. He understood that not only were those grenades going to really put a lot of pressure onto Will, but he also realized that because Will was so large,
wow, that was buck wild. And even if Will had made, oh man, that was great play by MVD.
I like the way MVD is taking advantage of DK's large character model to apply pressure in ways that he might not be able to on some smaller characters, such as Meta Knight or Pikachu.
And he's played a very strong game on stage with the grenades to make sure that he's minimizing the amount of time that Will has to harass him off stage. Very, very smart trait that you see in a lot of the top-level Snakes, but very specifically important against DK because those back airs become a very scary problem. As we see there, Will taking full advantage of having MVD off stage and killing him with his own nade.
Yeah. Rare mistake by MVD. He takes so much of his own grenade damage.
Man,
MVD applying a lot of offensive pressure. I really respect it. He's not really respecting the zoning and the ability for DK to space him back at all. DK can forward tilt, you know, at a greater range than Snake is able to forward tilt. But MVD's just not afraid. You know, he sees DK run up to him, he's like, what, you have no grounded approach options? No, you're not going to dash attack me, and he just instantly goes into the grab. No fear at all.
And man, such consistency with his F tilts today. Just using single F tilt over and over again to pressure Will's shield and keep him pushed back. MVD declaring war on this monkey right now as we see every bit of the arsenal come out.
Yeah, we've got 3 or 4 types of explosives out here. And then the man himself.
Yes.
Uh-oh, the down smash does go off. Or did the grenade save him for it? It was hard to tell, but Will drops the stock.
Unfortunately,
back air for it.
Seems like he lost his jump somewhere in the mix there.
He jumped higher up.
Oh, there you go.
Perhaps he forgot. Uh-oh, this could be a down air.
Oh, wow.
He was a bit too patient for my taste.
Definitely seemed that way as MVD getting hit at what seemed like one of the sour spots of forward B, side B.
Same thing. Very nice. That'll close it up. And look at this. We've got ourselves a relatively close game. I mean, a 45% advantage isn't nothing, but it's definitely not the end of the match yet. Very good of Will to negotiate his way past all the explosions and actually land a hit.
Unfortunately, just missing that lagless landing up onto the platform. Wanted to get to it, but MVD just able to get in there and punish it with an up smash.
DK finding it hard to get past all these grenades and still apply pressure to Snake.
And MVD doing a great job of consistently putting Will into situations where he has to either respond to a projectile, but
MVD getting a little bit greedy there, going for the forward air when DK did have the option of being patient. And it cost him big time. He got punished by a giant punch for near 30%, and then a followed up air. That puts him at 73. And it's so crazy because if you think about it, remember, Will started this stock. After he took Snake stock, he's at 45. Now,
and that's it.
MVD had complete momentum for that entire stock, but then, you know,
wow,
one risky attempt of a forward air by MVD got him into giant punch, racks up nearly 50% in one string, then a second string, and then a giant punch, and DK takes it.
And after watching that, I mean, I really seem to grasp the fact that this is like a stock lead-oriented matchup. You know, percents go out the window. They can fling and change hands so quickly, as Will demonstrated there. As we said, came into that last stock, had a 40% deficit, ended up winning with about 20% in his favor after landing a heavy-duty DK punch, so... All right, a couple of transfers to the C4. It looks like it's still
back on a Snake. Now it's on DK. Very good. MVD punch it. Attempted tech chase failure by backwards roll. And MVD is going in with the grenade. A little bit surprised Will opted for forward tilt instead of jab there. The spot dodge was a somewhat predictable option, either spot dodge or block.
Will looking to pressure MVD off stage here. Gets a fair though. That's got to be pretty painful.
Somewhere out there, MVD's got to probably be. Oh, very nice down there. That's, what is that, 32%?
Yeah, they're just throwing percent around right now. Percent on clearance rack, for God's sake.
Oh, grenade to grenade.
Wow, very nice.
Don't call it a Pikachu. Takes Will out off the top.
And man, these guys are putting on a show right now. You're sitting here playing a guessing game just to figure out who's going to make it through the stock, as MVD didn't make it through that one.
We've got ourselves a down smash set up in that middle platform. Lots of explosions everywhere.
And MVD trying to, as expected, fluster Will, try to cause him to evade as many projectiles as possible to see if he may not remember where that down smash went, and ended up getting the percent for it.
And the other thing is, even if you do remember the down smash is there, it locks off a jumping option, which is far more important to Donkey Kong than it is to Snake. So Snake is completely willing to sacrifice his ability to jump in the middle of the stage if he can limit Donkey Kong's ability to do the same.
And as always, another qualm about Lilat that you hear from a lot of people when fighting Snake is it is also very hard in some of the darker transitions of the stage to actually see where some of those projectiles are on stage, such as the C4 and potentially the down smashes. So having options cut off and it not being able to see where an option is definitely going to take a little bit of wind out of a player's sails.
It's not only that the stage is dark, it's also that when both players are grounded, the camera angle is such a way that you're looking at the ship from below, and therefore anything planted onto the bottom of the stage can't be seen.
Yeah, as you can see right now, you have no view of the top of that platform whatsoever, whereas if we were on Battlefield or so, you'd have at least a little bit of, look at the footing.
But after all the crazy things that have aspired, these players are within 41% of each other.
And this is more or less, you know,
both that kill percent. I'm very, very surprised that Will did not go for the side B there to add that shield pressure. Side B has a little bit of bonus shield reduction added onto it, in addition to the fact that a grenade might have finished off whatever shield MVD had left.
And Will right there, even though he's toting almost 230% around, still managing to find that kill. Oh, and MVD eating 3 down Bs, the grab. And Will had quite a bit of momentum there, but MVD getting his feet planted and then raising that 1 foot up for the up tilt to take that stock.
Now, I've seen MVD have offensive momentum pressure, and then Will just comes back and takes the stock. But it's rare that we see Will up like this, in this set I'm saying. It's rare that we see Will up like this and have offensive momentum pressure on it. So I'm wondering if, maybe I'm a little premature in this, but I'm wondering if we're getting close to the end of the set here. Is MVD flustered? I see much less explosions on the screen, and I see a lot more Donkey Kong controlling the stage.
And Will's completion percentages have definitely gone up. He has been connecting on more hits, got a great start off to this stock, and has definitely been seeming to harass MVD a lot more than MVD is harassing Will.
That could have been the end. Will may be getting a little bit antsy for this kill, though, and now MVD has a tech chase situation. This could be the end of the stock.
Oh, a little bit
getting
slow
a little bit nervous.
Yeah. Usually a master of those down throw
smash.
follows up.
Both players too afraid to punish each other.
You can tell they know how last hit this scenario is and how careful they need to be.
And MVD has taken back both the lead and the stage control.
Will narrowly finding the, as you see DK's spur immediately light up in flames there, but MVD. So very interesting. Will, with the upper hand moving into last stock, loses that game. MVD during the first game moving into the last stock had the upper hand and lost game 1. So very interesting to see the way that the tides turn towards the end of the game. Person with advantage is not always the winner.
It's like a seesaw with Godzilla on one side and King Kong on the other. It's ridiculous out here. These guys are just slugging blows with jackhammers and
grenades and Nikitas and mortars. Jeez. Oh my.
Crazy. Crazy out here. I'm very interested to see where this counter pick's gonna go. I think it could be.
Well, if MVD's smart, it's not going to go to Yoshi's. That's what I wanted to make sure of, because if it's Yoshi's, I mean, I'm not going to say call it a wrap, but that's pretty damn close to a wrap. Yeah.
All right, we do go to Smashville.
MVD getting around those back airs. So important early on in the game because those back airs, when trying to recover, very ferocious. Did he actually get a jab lock out of that first jab when Will was...
I actually missed it.
It may have been a jab reset, but it seemed like he had gotten something out of that. Very interesting.
Ooh, great punish by Will. Good peace of mind to say, oh, that move is exceptionally laggy.
Yep.
And he claps him for it. Ooh,
wow.
Mix-up B reversal.
And man, Will coming in with some fire. Really wanted to close it, but that ridiculous hitbox on Snake Snare connecting with every one of those hits against Will.
I like the way MVD looks at Snake in a completely different way. He uses big moves with multiple hitboxes to cover lots of unusual options that you would use to normally evade some of Snake's more standard stuff. And I really like it. It's working out for MVD.
Yeah, I always like that Florida style, leave things up to the player. You know, he throws out there, covers a lot of area, and wants to see how you're going to respond. Yeah. He wants to see what you're going to do to stop him from doing that. And actually will pick apart your play style based on how you're going to go about even his early game things such as throwing out multi-hit moves.
That'll do it. And we're 2 stocks to 2. From what we've seen so far, that means this is an even match.
Yes, exactly. And percents never playing a role, as we've seen throughout all the last stocks. Will getting punished for looking for that F smash, unfortunately.
Now, MVD is known notoriously for not having a strong tech chase game compared to all the other Snakes. Uh-oh.
Oh, and that extra bit of... And that grenade being there was actually not in MVD's favor, as getting hit by the F smash and a little extra knockback from that grenade definitely put him in kill percent.
Yeah, he committed to a neutral air, and DK just punished it. And it seems like Will is slightly adapting to that. He says, oh, this player will commit to stuff. How can I capitalize?
And Will's DK, the fully powered up punch completion percent is pretty high right now. He has hit MVD with quite a few of those throughout the set, so MVD going to have to be wary of Will getting those charge ups and getting to throw another B reverse punch.
MVD playing real smart, patient right now. He's just saying, how can I, can I use these grenades? Can I rack up the percent? Can I avoid taking too much more damage? This is going to be costly. Uh-oh. Well, he'll go up, but can he come back down?
Oh, and Will.
Oh.
Wow.
Takes the read. I'm a little surprised he didn't just go for the back air there, or even a down air or forward air, you know?
Especially with MVD choosing a wild option that was fair there.
Very nice by MVD, using that the presence of mind to realize, and look, percent lead gone, gone.
And that's, as we were saying, I mean, it definitely plays no role right now. We've seen the person with the percent lead has actually been the loser of each set that they were leading, or each game that they were leading. So as of right now, it should be very interesting to see, as MVD was not the one with the percent lead, and he's starting to make the comeback as we see right now. About a 17% differential.
Oh, scary up there. Scary forward air, and then the grenade, and it
wait for the punch.
Going.
MVD covering his options yet again, though. We're seeing more of those projectiles hit the ground, which is what gave him such a strong start in Game 1.
Will getting a little shaky.
MVD, what a cute trap there with the C4 in front of it.
And
that's
bad
it.
Guy. Will takes it over MVD.
Wow. Wow. Very close set. Very interesting to see the way that played out. Took all traditional brawl rulings and threw them clear out the window as far as matchups went. I loved it.
And here we have MVD, after such a fantastic second place showing at SK Tar 2, getting knocked into loser's bracket by Donkey Kong.
Now, what a wild pool we have here. We had Orion just